So last time we played Mega Man X1, and Tails here brought something to my attention that a lot of the stuff, like the story in the game, didn't really make sense because of things the game doesn't tell you. So I'm going to tell you. Do you want me to actually explain what the hell we missed out on?
Go for it.
All right, basically.
Is this like a you have to read the manual thing?
Yes, it is in the manual.
All in the manual.
You don't have to dig deep. You just have to read the manual, which we don't have right here. But basically, the story is, as was revealed, Dr. Light, before he died, he built an advanced robot that basically had free will and put in a capsule for 30 years of AI testing to make sure that while it still has the capacity to go rogue, it isn't actually going to want to do that, I guess. Because scientists are weird. Anyway, a guy, Dr. Kane, after the biblical figure, discovered the capsule and he built this new generation of robots called Reploids after Mega Man X. But he didn't do a very good job of it, and eventually, occasionally they would go rogue, or they'd become what are called Mavericks. So they formed this organization called the Maverick Hunters to get rid of these rogue robots. Sigma, who was the final boss of the previous game, was the leader of the Maverick Hunters, and he was the best. But then he went Maverick, and he took a bunch of his subordinates with him, which was the plot of the first game. The game didn't really tell you. Oh, and Zero is X's bestie. But
I quadrupled my money in D&D the other day.
Lucky roll. I mean,
it was a very lucky roll.
I mean, it was gambling, so. Anyway, Sigma died. X killed him. That was the first game.
Until he comes back later.
What are you talking about? I don't know.
I'm talking about Mega Man games.
Okay. It has been 6 months since the destruction of Sigma, and little has changed. The Maverick revolt started by Sigma is over, but Mega Man X and the new generation of Maverick Hunters have yet to destroy all of Sigma's followers.
He's riding a floor buffer.
Led by information obtained by Dr. Kane, Mega Man X and the rest of the Hunters have tracked the last of the Mavericks to an abandoned Reploid factory. There they hope to wipe out the last of the resistance. Whatever happened to slow opening intro text in Mega Man games? Little do they suspect that the real war is about to begin.
You mean where
I'm drunk, yes.
Talk like this?
Mega Man X2 versus X Hunters. In Japan they're called Counter Hunters.
They're really mad at the tops of tables.
No, they're collectors.
Yeah, they collect them, that's true. That X has taken longer to appear than the...
Hey! SNES wireframe technology.
I'm just saying, the X took... Why is there a charging going forever?
Okay. Game. Oh, now we're at demos. Shoot that option mode. Change dash to R1. Because that way I can shoot and dash at the same time. Oh.
He shot the game start.
Anyway, here you listen in the background a fan favorite character known as Green Biker Dude. Rip.
And then he just dies and that's it?
Yeah, but he's practically a meme, Green Biker Dude.
Well, you lost your floor buffer.
Anyway, I did buy the Legacy collection that was recently released.
The 1X, 2X Legacy combo collection.
I still love that. Basically, the first 4 X games are considered the good ones, and the second 4 are considered the bad ones.
And they made a collection just of the bad ones?
Yes. I'm sure it will sell less. Oh yeah, again, fast eggs do more damage.
Well, that's why you get equipped with Fast Egg.
But yeah, this uses the exact in Mega Man tradition. This uses the exact same graphical assets of the first game. Oh, hey, look. Oh.
So, while I was gone, there are more neural network stories.
Oh, hey, look, there's an Insta Crusher in the first level.
There's only 2, but there's more. So, new Burning Man camps by Neural Network
Oh man, look at this giant grape robot.
Yeah, it's pretty purple. Burning Man descends every year on a patch of the Nevada desert, turning it into a giant
All right, boss time.
turning it into a giant, strange maze of art projects and themed camps. Is there dialogue?
No, thus begins the tradition of X game intro bosses being absolutely enormous, and also that took off like a fourth of his health there.
So, enormous and
What?
super fragile.
They're pathetic.
It looks like it's about a sixth.
Nope, it's a fourth. It took 4 shots.
Oh. Turning it into a giant, strange maze of art projects and themed camps. At various camps, you can find tea, techno, giant animatronic owls, beans, banjos, giant ambulatory anglerfish, new pants.
Plot. This is the leader. His name is Mega Man X. He's not the leader.
I thought his name was just X.
It generally is. The translation of the localization wasn't good. Those who underestimated him are now nothing but scrap. Don't make the same mistake. He's powerful, but he is blind to what is happening around him. Our Mavericks will keep him busy until we are ready. Yes, how's the plan proceeding? Collection is proceeding as scheduled.
Sergis talks slower than agile.
And Violin talks very slow. However, we are having problems with the control chip. We have little time. Why are you talking so slow? We must finish construction on schedule. We must hurry. That's the best part of the game.
Numbers.
Yeah, but they're... Yeah.
New pants, snow cones, or eventually giant flaming things.
What's Burning Man?
Each year, the art projects are invited to celebrate a particular theme. This year's theme, artificial intelligence.
Oh, look. Animals. Let's kill them all. Kill the animals. So... there is like an...
So, is it a fire-themed deer?
Flame stag.
So, yes.
Okay. I think that he has no antlers when his fire is off.
And something mallard.
Why?
And...
No, that's an ostrich.
Oh.
One of my favorite designs of the series, actually.
It's because it's a bird.
Yeah, but he's one of my favorite birds of the series. And there are as many bird bosses as there are games in the X series.
Is it an air boss?
No.
I was gonna say, because if an ostrich is the air boss, then something's wrong.
Like, the background lore for this boss, he said that they used to be flight capable, but they lost flight capability in an accident. I mean, I don't know what you're doing making a flying ostrich, but yeah. So yeah, this game, none of these bosses are that tough, so while there is like a generally concluded best starting point, I don't want to do it because I don't feel I have to.
And you'll show off their weaknesses in the repeat anyway.
Right, so...
Are there any weird secret things in this like there are in the first one?
There is a super secret move if you get everything.
Well, I mean, I'm not talking about that. I mean, I expect you'll get that anyway. I'm talking about, are there any, like, how you have the resonance thing with the Spring Man and the...
That, I don't think so. I mean,
Okay.
you can revisit the stages and the boss fights. It'll be... Well, we can see it in the refights. You don't have any weird boss arena shenanigans.
Okay.
So I'm going to let someone who doesn't know anything about the game choose my boss order.
Okay, punch a deer in the face.
Alright, that's probably...
With a gun.
That's probably one of the tougher choices, but I think I can do it.
Ah! Punch, punch.
Yeah, he's going to punch me.
Well, you're not even allowed to punch in this game.
You can get all the...
I mean, you kind of can punch, sort of.
You can get all the upgrades in this stage without any other upgrades. So
that's good.
That was interesting. Oh no, it's a bee.
It's a bee told.
Ow.
Oh, he spun a thing at you and it hurt. But yeah,
Thanks.
so this year's theme, artificial intelligence.
Oh, yeah, look, there's a thing.
What was that, extra health?
There's a sub-tank.
Oh.
Hi.
It's just
Bye.
not full because you have to fill them in this one.
The beetle has a special technique. See how he just keeps
Yeah, he
ramming
can
the-
ram into that open spot there.
For some reason, he dies if he does that.
Yeah, it's pretty tragic.
Breaking
honestly.
a hollow wall hurts a lot more than a solid one.
It's just really tragic, honestly.
Yeah, he was a beetle, and now he's dead. There'll be no more beetles until the next game.
But yeah, so this year's theme, artificial intelligence. So, of course, I had to see what kind of camps a neural network might invent. Thanks to an anonymous burner, a person who goes to Burning Man, I had a list of 1,593 past Burning Man camps to feed to a neural network. You died.
Yeah, that's an annoying secret.
You have to get a thing, but the lava decides you can't get the thing.
And even if you do get, you're probably dead. But whatever, lives are expendable.
And you keep the things, so...
Yes. I
Um,
don't want to kill the beetle this time, but he didn't die because he didn't break a wall.
you and your pacifist
Ooh, a
mode.
one-up.
So why does the other way leave you? Oh, it just goes fast really quickly. I see.
I like how Lave isn't an insta-kill. It's half of an insta-kill.
Even though it's basically an insta-kill anyway.
Because you can't tell what's going on once you've hit it. Oh,
You
no.
killed the beetle this time. No more pacifist run for you.
I killed that thing, but it wasn't alive, so it was fine.
I don't understand why the quote-unquote secret path of having the beetle do a thing requires you to fight one more enemy.
I don't know.
But yeah, I had a list of 1,593 Burning Man,
I got it.
rip.
I could still move. Okay, now it should be easy since I don't need to get that again.
1,593 Burning Man camps to feed the neural network. A neural network is a kind of machine learning algorithm that learns to imitate data it sees. My starting point was TextGen-RNN, a neural network that had been previously trained on metal bands and roller derby names. So it had a few ideas of its own to bring to the table. It did not disappoint. Here's one set of names it generated. With these, at least you know what they are. The concepts in the name, these are all pretty safe sounding, except maybe the Chala one. Commotion Camp, Knit Camp, Camp Cookies, Art Lightning, Free
Oh, bye.
Free Jet.
I lost him. He went inside.
So he's gone.
Yeah, I don't think there's any other secrets out here, though.
Free Jet.
That's the name of a Skylander.
Oh, hey, he's back.
Please don't. Okay, he can't.
Camp Monster, Echo Storm, Astro Spark Inn,
Is there anything here? Yes, there is. There's a door that won't open.
Francie Camp.
What's that?
I don't know.
Oh, well,
rip.
that is really weak lava. You don't need to be
Um,
careful of this Lave. I think they said the lava doesn't kill you. Oh, there are squirrels.
So you're not weak to fire anymore.
Well,
That
not
was just
not
a
that Lave.
that was Mega Man, not Mega Man X.
Oh no, the Lave usually insta kills him, just not this one.
Oh.
This is baby Lave.
Yeah, in the lava level, the lava is really weak, of course. It's not like a divine domain.
I don't think there is any insta kill lava in this game, but there was in the previous. Well, no, there wasn't in the previous either. But in the fourth game, the Lave becomes insta kill and onward.
Okay, so we have Francie Camp, and then the next one is Corners, and then No Flash, Burper Camp, Sparkly's Serpent, and Bar Be Inshallah,
Yeah, I have no lot. I'm gonna die here.
and then you'll have to do the whole level again.
Yeah, but it's not that long of a level.
These are a bit ambiguous. You might not know what to expect, but you would probably know when you arrived. Camp Bumps, Bear Swing, Sea Destruction, SEA Destruction.
I don't like his coloration, but I like this guy. Ow.
Well, that's because he's a deer.
I also like his fight. Look how acrobatic he is.
Did you hear me?
Sea destruction.
Yeah, you just destroy the water.
Yeah, it's a cam.
Camp Secret Buff,
how do you fight a deer?
Spankles,
I guess you don't.
Fight Gift, Bird Bland, Shadow Hunk. Lady Camp X Space.
M-A-S-P-A-C-E.
M-A space S-P-A-C-E.
Ma space.
Camp Star Sparkle
the chat
Bar.
is not visible.
Yeah, it's visible.
Oh, it is?
There's just nothing being said.
Okay.
If I do